Hi everyone. Today let's look at the problem, LeetCode problem 48, rotate image. You are given an n by n 2D matrix, so n by n, so it's a square matrix, representing an image. Rotate the image by 90 degrees, basically clockwise. Okay, so you can see here, right? It is just rotated clockwise. Okay, so what will happen is 90 degree. You have to, so the critical piece is you have to do an in-place algorithm to find the rotated matrix. Okay, now let's dive into the intuition of how to solve this problem. Okay, now given an imagine that this is your input, your output is this one, so you just rotate it. So if you see, when you rotate it 90 degrees, this basically these rows becomes columns, and this row becomes the middle column, and finally the lower row becomes your first column. Okay, now let's see how to do this. Okay, now here is the intuition. Okay, now take this as take the diagonal of the matrix, and when we do a transpose of this matrix, if you see, this will actually get us into this state. Okay, you will get a transpose of the matrix and it will come to this way. Okay, so you can see here, right? 4 comes 2, 2, 7 and 3 are swapped, 8 and 6 are swapped. Okay, and now if you see, it is very close to our 90 degree rotated matrix. And if you now swap the columns, okay, then for each row you will actually get the final matrix. Now let's code this up. I also would like to mention the time complexity, that is like order of n squared, and space complexity is order of 1. So first let's take the transpose of the matrix. So if you see here, if you remember, so basically what will happen is across the diagonal you have to swap the elements. So what we can do is 0 or less than matrix dot size plus r for c is equal to 0, c less than matrix dot size. So these are the columns. What we could do is, if we can just take the ones which are where r is greater than c. Okay, then we'll just swap the matrix r, swap matrix c, so my bad, sorry, matrix rc and matrix cr. Okay, the reason why I'm checking this condition is, if you see, otherwise what will happen is you will again get back the original matrix, because you will swap rc, and then what happens is when you come to the next level, what will happen is basically it will swap back. Okay, there is a simpler way to do this. So all that you need to do is you can also optimize this further. So what will happen is, as long as you can just iterate only this much portion, then you can avoid this condition. I hope this is clear. Okay, so then what we'll have to do is, then we have to swap the columns in each row. So what we'll do is, we'll take each row. Okay, then what we can do is, we will have int del is equal to I'll keep it as left is equal to 0, and int right is equal to matrix dot size minus 1. I'm taking this, I'm just putting it as matrix dot size because it's a square matrix. Then what we can do is, while left less than right, we can just swap matrix of r left comma matrix of or right, and basically we can just do left plus plus and right minus minus. If you want, you can do it in the same one also. I'm just keeping it separate for readability. Then let's see, right? I think that's it. So this will swap the matrices on both sides. Let's just run this. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. Have a good one.